Hey, what is going on everyone? Mike here, and today I'm going to go over the top 5 business books that I've personally read and I recommend to every business person, entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur out there. I think all of these are great resources and tools. I'll go over them quickly and tell you exactly why I think all of you should make sure you have these books in your arsenal. Before I get started, I want to let you all know, if you're watching this video right now, this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on the Resellers Wake Up with Resale Ronan and the whole crew. So if you're watching this video, make sure if you're awake, you come check it out and hang out with us. Number 5. So number 5 on my list are the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. It's written by Al Rios and Jack Trout. And this is an older book. It was written back in, I think, the 90s. And a lot of people overlook this book, but it's truly one of the best books you can ever get if you want to learn about marketing and business and what it all means, because it really just breaks it down. And as you can see, this is a very small book. It's one of the most informative in the marketing series of books you'll ever find. It really is great, and it explains how companies like Xerox and Aspirin and many other monopolies took over entire markets with the name of their product rather than the actual marketing aspects. For instance, when people say they're going to make a Xerox, they're actually saying the name of a brand rather than what they should be saying is, I'm going to make a copy of something. So it kind of goes into detail how things like that happen and how you can make them happen for your brand as well. Number 4. Number 4 is Donald Trump's Art of the Deal. This was his very first book that was ever written for him, and it is truly a great, insightful book. Now, a lot of people are Donald Trump haters, and you could say whatever you want about him. Yeah, he might have an attitude, he might be a bit smug, but the dude got it done. And this book explains exactly why. It goes into his daily routine. It goes into what he did on a daily basis when he started business, and the rules his father taught him to make sure he was successful. And it's very, very interesting, and it's very insightful to see someone that masterful inside their craft and their daily routine broken down. Number 3 is the Rich Dad Poor Dad series. This is just one of the books. There are many. I gave some away in my giveaway. But the Rich Dad Poor Dad series is truly a great series if you were raised in maybe a poverty-stricken family, or you were raised on the lower income end of society, because it really goes into what rich people teach their kids versus what poor people teach their kids. A lot of poor people are taught that the rich people are what held them down. But these books really help you realize that, poor people think that way. The rich people are not so worried about the poor people, and the poor people are absolutely obsessed with the rich people. And you guys might be thinking, what is he talking about? Why would I ever want to read that? I'm telling you right now, it is one of the most eye-opening things to actually read what a rich person has taught their kids as they're growing up versus what, like, I was taught or maybe you were taught. And then you realize it's really a matter of perspective. It's really a matter of attitude. And you can come from being poor and be successful as long as you change your mindset and stop worrying that everyone else is holding you down, because the only thing that holds anyone back is yourself. Number 2. Number 2 is the 4-Hour Workweek, and it's written by Timothy Ferriss. And this is a very interesting book. And I never thought this book would be at the top of my list for books that people need to read. But it really makes you open your mind to the possibilities of living a completely different life, one that wasn't so structured and one that isn't so embedded in your head since you're a kid that you have to find a job and you have to wake up every day and go to work and enjoy your weekends off. And it really just kind of throws all that on its head and says, hey, what if you live your life traveling and enjoying vacation and doing businesses as you go and spending most of your time enjoying time and only a couple hours a week working on things. Another thing this book really tackles is stop trying to multitask and start focusing on a few things at a time and work really hard on those things. Now, there's a lot of idealism in here that people can't focus on more than 3 things at a time, or their brain can't handle many things. I feel like that's a bit far-fetched, but the book itself is very interesting, and it's very worth your money to read this book, and kind of it's just mind-opening. It really is. And the number 1 set of books I think everyone should read, and you're all going to say I'm biased because I'm a huge Gary Vaynerchuk fan, but I have Jab, 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 Right Hook here, and I gave away my other 2 books to subscribers because I wanted to give back to the community. But if I had to recommend any book to anyone, I would definitely say you should buy Gary Vaynerchuk's Crush It because it's probably one of the most motivating books I've ever read in my life. And I hate reading, I really do. And I read that book within like 2 days, just flat out read it. And it was one of the best reads of my life. Jab, 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 Right Hook is a great book because it has lots of examples and you can look at it. It's very visual. Whereas Crush It was very well written. I liked it. It was really intriguing. But I think all of Gary's books are really interesting. They're really insightful. But more importantly, Gary is very inspiring. I think a lot of people relate to his story. A lot of people want to be like him. And I enjoy everything that he's ever written. So I would definitely recommend all of his books if you haven't checked them out. There's a few more honorable mentions I want to talk about. I have read them, but they're great resources for all of you, especially if you're in certain situations. So one of my honorable mentions is Start Your Own Business by Entrepreneur Press. And this book is your single-handed go-to on how to actually start a legal business. It has all the resources you'll ever need. It answers all of your tax questions, all of your different structure questions, and it seriously can answer any question you ever have about business. And it's a massive, massive book. And I went through and took notes on just the first couple chapters just for myself. And it's probably the single best resource you could ever have, besides like an actual expert in the field. It's really a good resource. It's not expensive from a book standpoint. So if you want to start a business and you're looking into it, pick up this book. It will seriously help you so much. Now, another honorable mention I don't have the book anymore because I gave it away in my giveaway as well, is Cliff Enico's eBay and Tax Guidebook. It is absolutely the single best resource for eBay law questions. There's no arguing it. It's the best resource you could ever have. If you don't own that book and you're worried about eBay laws and liabilities and just how to structure your eBay business, pick that book up. I will warn you, it's a little pricier than most I talked about today, but it's well worth it. It's such a good resource. And the last book is by Charles Duhigg. It's The Power of Habit. Now, this is one of my favorite books as well, although I don't think it fits in my top books because it's not so business related. It's much more just life related. It's about creating habits, creating good habits, and how to break bad habits you may already have. And for me, one of my worst habits is procrastinating, which is why this video went up late, because I was sourcing today. And it's a great read, and if you really follow it, you can change your habits with a little guidance. And it's hard, but I think if you have negative habits and they're affecting your business or your life, then you should probably look for some kind of help. You should work towards goals that will help you break your habits and make you successful. Alright everyone, so those are just my top book recommendations. I have actually read every single book I mentioned. I only mentioned books I read. So I've probably talked about these books in the past quite a bit, but they're all really good and I wouldn't recommend them unless they were really worth the money. There are links down underneath this video for all of the books. If you want to buy the books and you go through the links I provided, they'll help support the channel because I am an Amazon affiliate. Although you can purchase them from other places if you find them cheaper if you want. It's not required you purchase them through those links. But they are linked below. If you want to check them out, go ahead. I appreciate you watching. I truly do. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, I'm on the Resellers Wake Up this morning.